welcome to Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter, a podcast where Dr. O from All Creatures Every Spine interviews doctors and animal owners that utilize animal chiropractic to get their unique perspectives. Yes, it's really a thing. Dr. O utilizes his 30 years of experience as both an animal chiropractor and veterinarian, and to dig deep into the discussion of complex issues affecting the lives of your animal friends and companions. Join us for this educational episode. Thanks for joining us for this portion of the episode as Dr. O begins to answer the question, what is animal chiropractic? He will look at how the chiropractic adjustment is a valuable and viable treatment for what ails your animals.
Hey, welcome again today. What is animal chiropractic? Animal chiropractic is about having an intact nervous system. It's about being able to adapt. It's about being able to make changes in your animal's body. It's about being able to learn from the environment and respond in an appropriate manner so that we can continue to live and breathe. Okay, it's not about, being able to, refer. It's not about being able to look at x-rays. Animal chiropractic is about removing interference from an animal's nervous system. Are x-rays good? Yeah. Are x-rays needed? No. If I feel what I think might be a broken bone, I'm not going to adjust that joint. I'm going to adjust the rest, and we're going to see what happens. Does it mean that a week from now we might not take x-rays? You bet. But right now, all depends on what the symptoms are, how the animal responds to the adjustment. We use the adjustment in our practice as a diagnostic tool. It is the most powerful economic diagnostic tool there is. We restore the nervous system. We remove interference from the nervous system between the brain and the body parts and let the body heal itself. Had a lady come to an adjustment the other day, get her dog adjusted. She said, hey, he's been limping on the paw. I need you to really pay attention to that and look at it and see what's going on. Now, in our practice, we have times for in-depth exploration and in-depth question answering, and then there are sessions where we adjust. When we adjust, we spend probably less than 5 minutes per dog. We look at the animal, we assess the animal with our hands, we look at range of motion, we find the vertebral subluxations, we remove the vertebral subluxations, and then we see what the body does. When you remove all the primary subluxations in a dog, the dog is shake. If the dog doesn't shake, put the dog back on the table, find out why he didn't shake, remove that vertebral subluxation, they shake. Will it cure the problem? Don't know. That's not what animal chiropractic is about. If the dog doesn't limp after the adjustment, then great. If the dog's still limping, we have to give it some time because it took the body time to get sick. It takes the body time to get well. How much time? 12 to 24 hours maybe? Maybe up to 72 hours before we see all the adjustment changes. And then at the end of that time, is it better? No. Well, is it the same? And here's the thing, is if it's the same, is it still or is it again? And a lot of people go, what do you mean? Well, if the dog got a little bit better or the horse got a little bit better and then he slipped back again, it's again and not still. So that means the chiropractic adjustment did something. So we'll go ahead and adjust again. Adjust a second time. See what happens. If the adjustment holds longer, does more good the second time, then we know we're headed in the right direction. And what we need to do is stay out of the body's way and let its own ability to heal take its course. Because anything we do from the outside in decreases the body's ability to respond to its environment in an appropriate way. I mean, let's face it, that's what drugs are for, right? Every drug has a side effect. And there's odds. And do you really care if 1 in 100,000 dogs dies from Rimadyl? If your dog is that one. You know, if your dog is that one, you don't really care about the other 99,999. You only care about that one. So if your animal is the one that has the side effects, you don't really care about the odds. That's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. With animal chiropractic, the adjustment from a well-trained adjuster, 0 chances of a side effect. You know, if you're getting side effects, then make sure your adjuster is well-trained, knows what he's doing. And by side effects, you know, we're not talking about a yelp. We're not talking about a whinny or a rearing up when they get adjusted, because a good animal chiropractor will find sore spots. So, animal chiropractic, above, down, inside, out. Know your odds. Keep adjusted. Have a great day.
Make sure to visit our website, allcreatureseveryspine.com, where you can subscribe to the show and learn more about getting your animals adjusted. If you are in the Meridian, Texas area, drop in on a Tuesday afternoon to get your animals adjusted. If that isn't possible, schedule a consultation on your animal's health with Dr. O. You can also purchase a copy of Dr. O's book. Yes, it's really a thing.
Helping others experience an abundant life with the gift, art, and blessing that is animal chiropractic is our sole mission at ACES. It's what we do. It's what we love. It truly is what keeps us motivated to help people just like you. I truly love the art of chiropractic. It drives me to providing the highest level of chiropractic possible. And as fellow chiropractic business owners, it's that love that drives us to become better. However, the reality is that sometimes running a successful business can be challenging. Sometimes there can be obstacles to overcome, right? Yeah, we all know the old saying, if it were easy, everyone would do it. Well, one thing that is really easy is marketing our clinic with a professional animal chiropractic website by the Chiro Website Pro, Tony Seymour. He's a professional web designer, and his team at the Chiro Website Pro take good care of us. They simply make marketing our practice 100% hassle-free. If you're looking for the #1 hands-free way to market your practice, give the Chiro Website Pro a call at 423-779-4630, or simply visit www.chirowebsitepro.com and make sure you ask them about the special ACES discount and let them know Dr. O sent you. You'll be glad you did.
Join us as Dr. O interviews a certified chiropractor, veterinarian, or an animal owner. These enthusiastic people explain how they utilize animal chiropractic to alter the lives of the animals in their communities.
Hey everybody! Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter. Today, we're here with this dazzling gentleman to my left. I'll let him introduce himself. Dr. Drew.
I'm Drew Henderson. I'm a chiropractor in North Georgia, a little town called Murrayville. We say here Murrayville. Everybody knows where Murrayville is. But it's me. It's me, the convenience store and the dollar store, and that's it. The bank, we had a bank, the bank closed.
Well,
So, that's okay.
as long as they don't come to you for money, right?
No, they better not.
That's right.
So and I've been a chiropractor since 2006. That's when I opened, and in the same place. This is just home. We get to see a good many people, and just take care of people and love on them and clear them out and send them on.
All right. And where do we meet?
DE, Dynamic Essentials.
Dynamic Essentials. So
That's right.
for somebody that knows nothing about Dynamic Essentials, tell me why everyone, no matter what they do in life, should come to at least one DE in their life.
Yeah, like DE, we say DE, it's not Delaware. DE is Dynamic Essentials, and that's what I thought the first time somebody invited me to DE. They're like, "Hey, you want to go to DE?" I'm like, "Shit, why do I want to go to Delaware?" I have nothing in Delaware. I think it's good for tax haven, but I'll go. But what is it? But it's Dynamic Essentials down at the hotel just down from the school when I was in school, and the Dynamic Essential is becoming aware, humble, and obedient to the voice of God inside you. And when you do that, you become dynamic. And that is essential to every success you'll ever have. And it don't matter if you're a garbage man, the mailman, a chiropractor, a vet, a farrier, it don't matter. We all need that. And another thing that we teach at Dynamic Essentials is lasting purpose. And that's giving, loving, serving, doing out of your own abundance with no expectation in return, just for the sake of doing so. And the no expectation in return is the big thing. Because it's easy to give if you're going to get something. But it's a whole lot harder to give when you know you're not going to get anything back. Or don't expect anything back.
Correct. You bet.
Amen.
Yeah.
And we get so much back, but we're not focused on that.
Right.
It's just giving for the sake of giving.
Right. And so we showed up, these two vets, to our first DE.
Yeah, that was awesome. You and Amy, I think y'all hadn't been married too long then.
No, not too long.
I think y'all were fairly newlywed, like a year or so.
Yep.
And I think the youngest son with a little puppy.
Yep. Well, the dog was my oldest son's service dog.
Okay, yeah, your oldest one. Okay.
Yeah. And then we had our youngest boy with us too. Yep. Yeah.
That's right. It was I think it was a little Aussie, right?
Border collie, but close.
Border.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
anyway,
awesome.
And so there was some trepidation at first from some of the DE members about why we would be there.
Yeah, but animals have a nervous system. They need to get adjusted too.
Correct.
It's the same across the board. Like if you have a nervous system, hard bone, soft nerve, we don't function the way God created us to.
Yep, you bet. And so we adjust the spine. And you told me one day, I asked you a question and it kind of maybe offended you a little bit. But I asked about extremity adjusting.
Oh hell, man! I don't know nothing about extremities. You don't have a spine in your wrist. You know what I mean? But now I'm not saying like, you want to mobilize some stuff. That's cool, and I know it benefits. And like animals are a different thing too. But it's just you see these horses, man. They get everything looked at. But we just mainly focus on upper cervical region here in my office. But axis.
You told me a story about a gentleman with a knee issue once.
What about what now?
A knee issue. You said guy came in and wanted to know if you were going to check his knee.
Yeah.
And you said last time I checked, there wasn't any spine down there.
Yeah, that's right. But when you get this cleared out, you get the spine cleared out. So often your extremities get okay too. Because every organ, every joint, everything is controlled by, that nervous system that's under our hat. If you clear this out, we have the best chance to be as clear as we can be.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, and I'm just cutting up. I don't care if chiropractors like check extremities. I just like to cut up.
No, I know, but I just thought that was funny. You said that there's...
Yeah. Some people get offended. I really don't. I just like cutting up.
Yeah. So, put you on the spot. Did you have a chance to read the book?
Yes. It's right over there on my desk. It's awesome.
This one.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
It's, I've got, I think, maybe 20, 30 pages left in the back.
Okay, cool.
It's awesome. I know the first time I saw you at DE, I'm like, dude, he's he's all right. He's and I know we talked about, and I still think about this, is like introducing chiropractic to the food supply.
Correct.
Just to see how that would work. Adjust these 50 cows and don't adjust these and see how the meat is different whenever other parameters the same.
Well, so we now, we've done it with chickens at our farm, our ranch. We've done a study with chickens, and we know that adjusted chickens gain faster, go to market sooner, and 5-star chef preferred them in a taste test versus unadjusted chickens.
Yep.
And then we have a food animal program every once a year for doctors that are certified in animal chiropractic. Come and learn how to adjust food animals. And the anatomy is a little bit different, so we are all about specificity. As principled animal chiropractors, it's all about specificity.
Yeah, because if it's not specific, it's nothing.
Yes. So it's all about specificity and bang for your buck.
Yep.
A chicken, a laying hen needs to have two things that are working: her atlas and her sacrum.
Yep.
If sacrum's out of whack, eggs ain't coming out right. So,
and I'll tell people a lot of times that they're like, "Are you upper cervical?" I'm like, "Well, I would like to think myself as more parasympathetic, top and the bottom."
Yep.
You clear out the sacrum, clear out the atlas, you're 90% there. It's and I know there's those rare cases, but like I don't think a T8 adjustment changes a whole lot of lives. But that atlas, there was a eye doctor sent us a patient last week. He had double vision. He had all this stuff going on. Couldn't really figure it out. Done MRIs, CAT scans, everything. Nothing was there. Couldn't find anything. Like, you need to go to the chiropractor. Less than a week, like that, double vision gone. And we don't treat that. We just remove interference to the nervous system, to his brainstem. Double vision went away. And it's good to see the eye doctor and the vet get what we do.
It is. It is to see, and we send people all the time are asking Dr. Amy and I, well, can you adjust me? And could I? Probably. Would I? No, because my specificity would not be there. Mm-hmm. And like you said before, without specificity, we don't have anything.
We don't. And a buddy of mine, he's a neurophysiologist guy. He was having pictures made with his baby, like for Easter, maybe 2 years ago. And she did little baby chicks. You know how they always do that for Easter. She grabbed one of them. Ever since then, the chicken's like, big left head tilt. And he takes me back last summer. He's like, you want to come by here? We're thinking about, killing the chicken, but you want to check it first? I'm like, let's see what happens. And after about like a month, man, and that little chicken, so it was still jacked up a little, but it was getting more orthogonal.
Yeah.
And it's, I think a hawk finally got it. So he didn't make it to see his complete healing, but it's amazing just how a little bit of correction can change the course of somebody's life.
Right. Imagine, if that had been what that does to a chicken, and we think, well, chickens, what are they? We think of them pretty low on the totem pole, yeah. But they have a nervous system. They react to their environment, and they eat, and so they are what they eat, and so if they are in sympathetic stress, that meat's going to be tough.
Yeah, and they can't absorb what they need to. They can eat the best,
right? But
if they're subluxated and they're not absorbing the nutrients they need, it's just coming out the other end.
Right. So you're wasting feed as a farmer, as a producer, yeah. And then as a consumer, you're eating substandard food.
Yeah, we are. And you said about chickens being lower on the totem pole. They're not here because I'm in the chicken capital of the world, like literally. I'm about to go to town in a little bit. I have to go there to eat and do some errands at lunch. But we have a chicken statue on the town square. I'll send you a picture of it.
Okay.
And then Thanksgiving we don't do a tree lighting, we do a chicken lighting. And I swear, and less than a half mile down the road, we have one chicken plant. We have dozens around here. One of them, right out of 500,000 chickens a day go through there.
All right.
The chicken industry has built this area. Everybody relies on chickens somehow.
And if we could just think what we could do if every one of those chickens, even what we found with beef cattle, is if we adjust them on the day or the day before processing, it decreases stress hormone, it decreases all kinds of, and makes the meat tender and better, a better product to eat. And so it's not like these food animals need to be adjusted their whole life. That would be better, of course. Mm-hmm. And in fact, one of our students that came to Food Animal did a study with some pigs and found out that if you subtracted the cost of her adjusting in her small farm, I think it was like maybe 10 to 20 sows, and subtract the cost of the adjustment, she saved over, the farm saved $1,500 a year in feed cost.
Yeah. Yeah, and another thing, I grew up on a farm too. Every year we still kill 2 or 3 pigs and a beef or 2. Yeah. And the pigs, if you just feed them, if anybody's listening to this, don't be offended, but you gotta eat. And just feed them, aim right there, put the gun there, just aim for their butt, you're good. But if you ever miss, like, some people want to come do that with us and they'll want to shoot and kill the pig and kill the hog, but if they mess up and don't kill the pig right then, the hog, it stresses it out and the meat's worth nothing.
Right.
I mean, you can't even eat it because it's running around, it's stressed out, it's not humane, and that pig is stressed out. Then the meat is, it's totally unedible.
And that's just like tipping it way over the edge of that sympathetic.
Yeah, just right there, right before you take them. But if you can keep them not stressed leading up to that, big difference.
Yeah, and so if we adjust their atlas and their sacrum, put them in parasympathetic dominance.
Yeah.
Think what that does to the meat and how much better that. And there's supplements out there that use PMGs or stuff that comes from animals. Well, imagine if those animals were all chiropractically adjusted and healthier animals.
Yeah, they just function better. They produce better hormones to use.
Yes.
Everything's better when we're well adjusted. We're living more the way God created us to.
Yeah, you bet. No matter
and that's really the crux of it, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Whether we're
it's
kicking,
not a treatment for the shoulder pain or the low back or neck pain. We just live more connected, and that's the key.
Yep, connection, and connection between the professions, whether it be chiropractic and veterinarian, or farmer and chiropractor, or you know, and referring to each other, you know, and that's it, you know, because everybody has their skill set, and just go utilize that, and the way that we can take care of a nervous system is different than a way, you know, the eye doctor could. That's why she sent the guy over here, you know, because she knew, like, you got to get that atlas fixed. Your head tilt's over here, you're jacked up, you know. Yeah, so it's really good. And adjust first, drug second, surgery third. Now, not saying that, you know, you shouldn't necessarily adjust me while you're waiting for the ambulance to get there.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Yep. But go ahead and adjust, right?
And you know, and that's the thing is take care of them so like you can best adapt, because that's what it all is adaptation. Right. So you can adapt to whatever, because if we can adapt, we're going to be healthy. Right. You know, and sometimes symptoms are adaptation that we don't like. You know, you get cold, you start getting shivers. That's your body adapting to warm yourself up. You know, you sweat, your blood gets flushed, goes to your face, you sweat. The evaporation cools you down. You don't need Botox injections to keep you from sweating. You know, it's just your body adapting. Maybe it's not adapting as well as it should. That's why you need to get checked.
Correct. So, and there's a lot of times where the symptoms of a vertebral subluxation mimic other life-threatening diseases.
It is. And that's the thing, we need to get checked. If you're clear, that don't mean that's all you need to do. I'm so thankful I live in a world with medical doctors. Right. You know, because, you know, I get my arm cut off, get caught up in a combine or something, they can put it back on. Well, how awesome is that, you know? So get cleared, get checked regular, and then just see how you do. And I guarantee you people will do better than they ever imagined.
You bet.
You know?
Yep.
And now we had this one bull, his old Brahman bull. You couldn't do anything with him. We adjusted everything. One time I was in the barn, he come out of the room. I didn't know he was in there. I was like 12. I popped him. I said, let's get in the loft. Let's go. I picked up this 2-pound hammer. He was coming toward us. I just hit him between the eyes. He just shook it off, tore the barn up. I'm like, damn, he's mad. But you ever seen, and his name was Jack, you ever seen Jack go the other way because he's coming to get you? I don't know what was wrong with him, but
he probably had a headache.
Mean. He was just mean.
No, he probably had a headache.
Oh, it didn't even faze him.
No, well, I know, but if his atlas was out.
Yeah. You know, when you're 12, you don't, like, what do you do? And I always wonder, like, I wonder if we could have got a hold of Jack and just how he would have been. Because we've had other bulls now that's awesome. Right. They're just good old lovers, you know, they just lean on you. You walk out and don't say nothing to them, they just start bawling. Yeah. Just want you to say something to them.
I bet he had a headache.
And he did afterwards, after that 2-pound hammer he did.
But it might have felt good for a little bit, you know, because...
It might have unsubluxated him.
For just a little bit, yeah.
You know, because B.J. Palmer said you could get a shovel, hit somebody on the back of the head with it, roll them down a hill, and some people would get better. Right. But it's just not reproducible. and that's the thing, we want reproducibility.
That's right. We do. We want it to be that way. So, above, down, inside, out. Keep everything with the spine adjusted. Make sure your chiropractor is specific, whether it's an animal chiropractor or a human chiropractor, and make sure they're congruent.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
You got to be good. You got to be good. And I'm not, we're not bragging or anything, but we have people coming from other states regular. So then when we do close to go do a DE meeting and things, I always have to call these 10 or so people, let them know, like, listen, because we don't do appointments. It's all walk-ins. We're not going to be there. Don't drive 2.5 hours one way to get here. We're going to be gone. And it's not us. I've even tried to find them other people to go see, but they just know they get cleared out, and it's not us. We're the least important people in the office. We just want to clear them out, and that power that God put in them in Genesis 2:7, when He made us and breathed life in us, that works uninterfered with, and then they can function the best they can. It's just a wonderful thing. We're so blessed. Like we always talk about Monday's our favorite day of the week, and it is because we miss people. We miss getting our hands on people. We miss seeing like life coming back in them, the revivification of the body. We love seeing that.
So, well, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, man, we do you.
And your dedication to the profession.
Yeah,
and talking the spread the message. Because I hear not only people talk about the title of the book, yes, it's really a thing, because people would ask me all the time, animal chiropractic, is that really a thing? I mean, I've even been at chiropractic meetings, principal chiropractic meetings, and people are like,
what?
Why? And so it is, but also I can't tell you the number of people that we see,
Yeah.
And I have a family member that has this. Go see a chiropractor. Why? To make sure they're clear.
Yeah, everything. Like whether it's they're dealing with cancer, diabetes, they're living life, like whatever. If you're alive, you need regular chiropractic care.
That's right.
Just like you need regular good nutrition. You need a regular good shower. Like just the way it is. You know?
Go see a chiropractor. And
and my boy, hey Boone, come here. This is like what good chiropractic does. Look at this dude. Come here, man. Get up here. Come on. There he is. Look at that boy.
You bet.
Big old black lab. Yep. He's going back over to get back on his bed.
And we just talk people. And if we don't, our students and chiropractors, you've got to know the elevator speech. You've got to have an elevator speech.
Yep, 30 seconds. Spit it out.
And you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to tell somebody. You need to go get checked.
Everybody needs to get checked. It don't matter what's going on.
Yep.
Everybody's got to get checked.
Yeah. Get checked. And people ask me all the time, well, have you ever seen an animal that didn't need to get adjusted? And, well, yeah. They got adjusted earlier today.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, is the ones that have been adjusted regularly for a while, they just do so much better.
Yep. Yeah.
And people are like, man, he's such a good dog. Like, well, yeah. He takes his training better because he's clear. He listens.
He's in good.
Like you can leave a hamburger like on the coffee table. I tested him this when he was about a year old. Left at the camera so I could watch. Didn't touch it. He looked at it. He wanted it. but he knew he just more connected. He's going to take care of me. I don't have to get that hamburger.
Yeah.
And then when I come back, and we got the hamburger because they give it to me.
Yeah.
Because you got to reward them too.
Yeah. And it's all about being in balance, sympathetic, parasympathetic balance.
Yeah, and to see like innate intelligence, that power that he put in us really worked. Just look at a new baby or an awesome dog, and you can see it.
If you are or know a veterinarian or chiropractor, or a student of either of these professions, visit our website, Animal Chiropractic Education Source, to see how to become certified in animal chiropractic. Start improving the lives of the animals around you. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the ACES channels so that you never miss an exciting episode.